व्रजजनरञ्जना जशोदानन्दना जशोदानन्दना व्रजजनरञ्जना जशोदानन्दना जशोदानन्दना व्रजजनरञ्जना जशोदानन्दना मुनातिरावनचारी मुनातिरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा जय राधा माधव श्री राधे जय राधा माधव जय पंचतता जय पंचतता पंचतता जय पंचतता जय पंचतता जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। जय श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति सपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वृंदावै तुलसीदेवै प्रिया वै केशवश्च च विष्णुभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। आजनुलम्बितभुजौ कनकावदातो संकीर्तनैकपितरो कमलायतस्को विश्वम्भरो द्विजवरो जुगधर्मपालो वंदे जगत प्रियकरो करुणाय अवतारो। नमो ब्रह्मण्य देवाय गोब्राह्मण्य हिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णविष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते जय पताका स्वामी नामिने नमाचार्य पदाय निताय पदाय नय गौरवदाय। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुलंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदिनतारिणं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं परमानन्दमाधवम्। ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृतं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतं सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। So we are continue to reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, Text 16. sārathya-pāraṣada-sevana-sakhya-dautya. So we should word to word, that it will be easy for everyone to recite. Sārathya-pāraṣada-sevana-sakhya-dautya. Sārathya-pāraṣada-sevana-sakhya-dautya. vīra-āsana, anugamana-stavana-praṇāmān. vīra-āsana, anugamana-stavana-praṇāmān. snigdheṣu, pāṇḍuṣu, jagat-praṇatiṁ ca viṣṇor. snigdheṣu, pāṇḍuṣu, jagat-praṇatiṁ ca viṣṇu. bhaktiṁ karoti nṛ-patiś caraṇa-aravinde. bhaktiṁ karoti nṛ-patiś caraṇa-aravinde. sārathya-pāraṣada-sevana-sakhya-dautya. vīra-āsana-anugamana-stavana-praṇāmān. snigdheṣu, pāṇḍuṣu, jagat-praṇatiṁ ca viṣṇu. bhaktiṁ karoti nṛ-patiś caraṇa-aravinde. sārathya-pāraṣada-sevana-sakhya-dautya vīra-āsanānugamana-stavana-praṇāmān snigdheṣu pāṇḍuṣu jagat-praṇatiṁ ca viṣṇor bhaktiṁ karoti nṛ-patiś caraṇa-aravinde. Please recite. What word meaning? Sārathya, acceptance of the post. Please repeat. Of a chariot driver. Parashada, acceptance of the presidency of the assembly of the Rājasūya sacrifice. Sevana, engaging the mind constantly in the service of the Lord. Sakhya, to think of the Lord as a friend. Dautya, acceptance of the post of a messenger. Vīra-āsana, acceptance of the post of a watchman with a drawn sword at night. Anugamana, following in the footsteps. Stavana, offering of prayers. Praṇāmān, offering obeisances. Snigdheṣu, unto them who are malleable to the will of the Lord. Pāṇḍuṣu, unto the sons of Pāṇḍu. Jagat, the universal. praṇatim, one which obeyed. Cha, and viṣṇu, of Viṣṇu. Bhaktim, devotion. Karoti, Dutch. nṛ-patiś, the king. caraṇa-aravinde, unto his lotus feet. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Maharaj Parikshit heard that out of his causeless mercy, Lord Krishna, Viṣṇu, who is universally obeyed, rendered all kinds of service to the malleable sons of Pāṇḍu by accepting posts ranging from chariot driver to president to messenger, friend, night watchman, etc., according to the will of the Pandavas, obeying them like a servant and offering obeisances like one younger in years. When he heard this, Maharaj Parikshit became overwhelmed with devotion to the lotus feet of the Lord. Purport. Lord Krishna is everything to the unallied devotees like the Pandavas. The Lord was for them the Supreme Lord, the spiritual master, the worshipable deity, the guide, the chariot driver, the friend of the servant, the messenger, and everything they could conceive of. And thus the Lord also reciprocated the feelings of the Pandavas. Maharaj Parikshit, as a pure devotee of the Lord, could appreciate the Lord's transcendental reciprocations of the feelings of his devotees, and thus he himself also was overwhelmed with the dealings of the Lord. Simply by appreciating the dealings of the Lord with his pure devotees, one can attain salvation. The Lord's dealings with his devotees appear to be ordinary human dealings, but one who knows them in truth becomes at once eligible to go back home, back to Godhead. The Pandavas were so malleable to the will of the Lord that they could sacrifice any amount of energy for the service of the Lord, and by such unalloyed determination, they could secure the Lord's mercy in any shape they desired. So here we are continuing to reading the title, How Parikshit Received the Age of Kali. And Maharaj Parikshit, actually, he is just remembering that his forefathers they are very much devoted, and so much so that Krishna sometimes accepting the post as a chariot driver, as a messenger, friend, night watchman, etc., so and so forth. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying that we should surrender to the Lord in our heart and soul. Saranga saranagati hoibe jahar, tahar prarthana sune Sri Nanda Kumar. So we have to surrender everything. The 6 kind of surrendering process is explained by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Anukulasya sankalpa, of anything that assists devotional service to the Lord, which is favorable to the devotional service to the Lord, we should accept. And pratikulasya varjanam, of anything that hinders devotional service, which is obstacle to render the devotional service, we should reject those things. This is called pratikulasya varjanam. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur explaining that Rakshayati, the Krishna will protect us in any condition of our life. This is called Rakshayati. And this should be Viṣṇasa. Viṣṇasa means strong conviction. We should believe in the strong conviction that Krishna will protect us in any circumstances or any place or time or circumstances in our life if we surrender fully to Krishna. Viṣṇayate rakshitam, goptrite, in being the guardian, like the father or husband, master or maintainer. Because he was our guardian. He can play as a role of a father, as a night watchman, as a friend, everything. And Varanam, acceptance, Tatha, and also we should have not any kind of desire rather than to please Krishna. That is 5th surrendering process. And always we should think very meek and humble. The 6th kind of surrendering process. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is explaining in this connection that those who surrender, the six kind of surrendering process, those who surrender fully to Krishna, then whatever situation we may be in our life, the Krishna will protect us. Not only protect us, he will maintain everything. He will take care of us. So, the six kind of surrendering process is there, and also Bhaktivinoda Thakur also sang a song. Everybody might know that song. Manasa deha geha jo kichu mara orpinu tuapade nanda kishora. Right? So, okay, let me check the song one more. Yeah. Manasa deha geha jo kichu mora orpinu tuapade nanda kishora. My mind, manasa deha, my body, geha, whatever house we possess, everything, my dear Lord, I surrender unto you. So that is the surrendering process. We don't possess anything else. So whatever we have, my dear Krishna, everything I surrender to you. So when the devotee, that kind of mentality, then only Krishna can listen to them. Because we love Krishna, everybody, we have our dormant tendency to love Krishna. But we love so many other things also. Like we love our family, our children, our parents, so many things in our life. But we don't love Krishna 100%. So this is the thing. The Krishna wants us that you should love and we should surrender everything to me. Then only I will take care of you. Like Draupadi, while he was in a precarious situation, and so then Draupadi was trying to save, and but she was not surrendered fully. He's trying from his own endeavor to protect her. And at the same time, he is also calling to Krishna. But when he fully surrendered, then Krishna helps her to, and supplying all the service. So everybody we know that. So we have to surrender fully. That's the thing. Like the gopis in Vrindavan. While I was distributing books in my early days in my devotional life. So one of the office I went there, and that officer asked me, "You are distributing books, but did you read all those books?" Only yes. Because most often devotees, they distribute books, but they don't read the books. So the content of the books, sometimes they may not be known that whatever that's written in the books. So then he asked me, who is the best devotee of Krishna? Then that time I was not even initiated. So then I came to my mind, okay, Hanuman. Hanuman is the best devotee of the Lord. Then he said, okay, it's all right, but Srimati Radharani is the best devotee of the Lord. So in the outsiders, they even know. And he's saying that I have read the Chaitanya Charitamrita, your books, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, whatever he written, that I have read all this Chaitanya Charitamrita. So I know that the Srimati Radharani is the best devotees among all the devotees. Then I understood, yeah, that's true. But that time I was very, the early age, and very tender devotee that time. So, yeah. So, and the gopis of Vrindavan, the inhabitants of Vrindavan, they are so much surrendered to Krishna. They don't have to think. Whatever, all the time, they are thinking about Krishna. So this is the devotee, 100%. They are everything. Then only Krishna can, protect us or whatever, our things necessary in our life. He'll take care of us. So this is the thing. And also, there is, in the mood of Gopi, Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is actually the combined form of Srimati Radharani and Krishna. And he is saying that the first of all, the gopis, they are actually remembering that in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's one famous verse which I like the most. Not many verses as we actually like that verse, but this verse actually very much, from my heart, that gopis are praying to Krishna. Auschate nalinabha padaravindam yogescharjai hridi vichintam agadabodhoi sangsara kupa patitam sangsara kupa patita uttaram avalambam geham jusam api manasi udiyat sadana. The gopis of Vrindavan, they are praying to Krishna. The gopis spoke thus, Dear Lord, whose navel is just like a lotus flower, your lotus feet are the only shelter for those who have fallen into the deep well of material existence. Your feet are worshipped and meditated upon the great mystic yogis and highly learned philosophers. We wish that these lotus feet may also be awakened within our hearts, although we are only ordinary persons engaged in household affairs. So this is the gopis praying to Krishna. This verse actually from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto and 82 chapter 48 verse. So the gopis are not interested in any kind of karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, but all kind of yoga. They are not interested. When Uddhava came to console them, to the gopis, and he is giving so much knowledge to the gopis and Nanda Maharaj, then the gopis saying that they kind of fool, they are giving us the jnana, knowledge. But in the beginning, but when the Uddhava understood their feelings, their separation from Krishna, so deep into their heart. So these are knowledge, all those things are useless actually. And they are just surviving only from the separation of Krishna. That they are, because they are not dying, because Krishna will feel sorry or Krishna will feel sad if they die. That's why they are surviving. So their feelings and their love for Krishna is so deep. So all those jnanas and all those things are useless actually. So that Uddhava could understand ultimately. And he just think himself to be a grass in the land of Vrindavan, so that gopis, when they go and they can step on the grass and he can be blessed by the dust of that gopis. So this is the mood of the gopis in Vrindavan. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, he is also this same kind of mood, because he is the mood of Srimati Radharani. And the Radharani is the jewel of all the gopis. So, one second, that's verse I just want to search. Anner hriday mon, more mon brindavan. Mone bone ek kori mani. One second. Yeah. Anner hriday mon, more mon brindavan, mone bone ek kori jani, tahara tomara padodoy, taha tomar padodoy, karah jodi uday, tobe tomar purna kripa mani. Mahaprabhu, out of separation, he is Krishna himself, but in the mood of Srimati Radharani, and he is feeling separation from Krishna. Krishna, the mood of Radharani, feeling separation from Krishna. And in that mood, Chaitanya Prabhu was saying, Anner hriday mon, more mon Vrindavan. Speaking in the mood of Srimati Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, for most people, the mind and heart are one. But because my mind is never separated from Vrindavan, I consider my mind and Vrindavan to be one. And since you like Vrindavan, will you please place your lotus feet there, it means within my heart? Then I would deem that you are full mercy. If you put your lotus feet into my heart, because my heart is in Vrindavan and you like Vrindavan, so will you please put your lotus feet on my heart? Then I would think that you are blessing me fully. So this is the mood of Srimati Radha, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Krishna actually himself is saying. So this is very, very high standard of love for Krishna. So then only Krishna can protect us. Krishna, in any circumstances, we may be in our life. But we are not that kind of, we have so many other things to do in our life. So that's why we are not so much advanced. So, but gradually, this is a gradual process. Prabhupada saying that, and Rupa Goswami Pada also explaining in Nectar of Devotion, that if we actually practice the sadhana bhakti, then this is a gradual process, that by gradually, one day, if you want, and if you surrender fully, then maybe can attain that kind of situation. Very hard to attain that kind of situation, what Mahaprabhu actually in that mood. So devotee most often, they think that those who are much more advanced, they think that tatte, there is one, very excellent verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, the devotee's mood, what's supposed to be the mood of the devotee. Tatte anukampa susumiksamana, bhunjan evatma krita vipakam, ridbag bapurbhi vidadhan namaste, jive tajo mukti pade sadaya. Tatte anukampa, my dear Lord, tatte anukampa susumiksamana, bhunjan evatma krita vipakam. One second. So, that verse from Srimad Bhagavatam actually, 10th canto, 14th chapter, 8th verse number 8. We shall all recite that famous verse. Tatte anukampa susumik samano. Everybody. Tatte anukampa susumik samano. Bhunjan evatma krita vipakam. Hridbhagavapurvi vidadan namaste. Jive tujo mukti pade sadaiva. In that verse, he is saying that that the devotees, maybe we are in a very precarious situation in our life because of our past misdeeds, because we have done something wrong in our life, previous life, or maybe this life, or maybe previous life. So that's why we are suffering. We are suffering because we cannot blame any other, devotees or any other person, because we have done something wrong in our previous life or maybe this lifetime. That's why we are suffering for our misdeeds. Tate anukampa susumik sumano bhunjan eva. My dear Lord, who are constantly, but even though we are suffering, but we don't ask the Lord any kind of relaxation. Okay, you just remove all kind of our suffering. No, we are suffering because of our past misdeeds or whatever wrong things we have done in our previous life or maybe this lifetime. So let me suffer for that. I don't want any kind of relaxation. And then at the same time, we should wait for the causeless mercy of the Lord. This should be the mood of the devotee. And in our body, mind, and our heart, we should offer obeisances to Krishna, to the Lord. Then, in that situation, or if the devotee pauses or have that kind of mood, then only they are eligible to enter into the kingdom of God. They don't want any kind of relaxation or any kind of bribe they give to Krishna. Okay, Krishna, please forgive me. I am giving some kind of, offering to you, some fruits or some rose to you, because I have done something wrong in our life. So please forgive me. No, let me suffer for that. Whatever misdeeds or bad things I have done in my life, this lifetime or maybe previous lifetime, let me suffer for that. But at the same time, the devotee, they are waiting for the causeless blessings of Krishna, mercy of Krishna. And also they are praying, and their body, with their mind and with their heart, they are rendering pure, loving devotional service. Then only they are eligible to enter into the realm of Krishna. So that should be our mood. Not that most often we just blame, oh, because of you I am suffering. We blame to others. Because of you I am in this precarious situation, or unhealthy situation or something like that. No. We are responsible for our own, own things, whatever I have done wrong thing in our life. We are responsible for our past, things, whatever nonsense I have done in our life. So we cannot blame anyone else. This is supposed to be the mood of the devotee. But most often we just blame, like in the family also, husband accused the wife accused the husband, or any, so on and so forth, and all other things. Not only in the family life, in any life, and even in the devotional life also, we are even staying in the midst of the devotee, in the ashram also, we also blame with each other. So that we should, because we are suffering, for what is the cause of our suffering? Because of we did something wrong in our life, or maybe previous life. But Krishna actually reduced our suffering. One time Prabhupada was traveling, I think in Los Angeles, in America, and one of his disciples is driving his Prabhupada's car, and got hurt, or hit some other car, but little bit of he hit at some other cars. Then Prabhupada saying that because maybe we have something wrong, that's why, and maybe that accident may occur very seriously, but Krishna reduced us, minimized that kind of things. So that should be the mood of the devotee, and Prabhupada demonstrated that kind of mood in his day-to-day dealings. So, yeah, so maybe we are suffering, but maybe that suffering may be the more severe. But because of we become the devotee and trying to render some kind of service to Krishna, that's why Krishna minimized our suffering. But we should not accuse Krishna or anyone else for our suffering. That's supposed to be our mood. That's supposed to be the mood of the devotee. So that Mahaprabhu's mood and Gopi's mood is so high, we cannot even think about it or imagine. But only written in the book, Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can understand, or we're trying to understand that kind of mood in our life. If we implement or apply in our, or we can imbibe that kind of mood in our life, or maybe one day if we can reach or can maybe tinge of the love of Krishna, we can revive in our heart, then our life will be successful. So we are searching for that love. In this regard, I am just one sloka came to my mind, that saying in that verse is very, very much favorite, because most often we read all kind of verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada, selected verses in the books. Krishna bhakti rasa bhavitamati kriyatang jyoti kutopi labhate tatra laulam api mullam ekalam janma koti sukritinu nala labhate. Wherever that Krishna bhakti is available, we should purchase it. Krishna bhakti, you cannot go to the marketplace and can purchase by some kind of exchange, money, dollar or whatever. But how can we get that Krishna bhakti? Krishna bhakti rasa bhavita moti kriyatang. You just purchase or buy those Krishna bhakti. Kutopi labhate, wherever it's available. What is the price of that devotion or the Krishna bhakti or Krishna katha? The topics related to Krishna, glorifying Krishna, that we can buy by our shraddha. Tatra laulam, or hankering to hear about Krishna. The lalasha means hankering to hear more and more about Krishna. That is the only price. To develop the to develop the kind of mood to hear more and more about Krishna, that should grow in our heart. That is the price. Tatra laulam api mullam ekalam janma koti sukritinu labhate. In maybe millions of lifetime, if we accumulate some kind of sukriti in our life, it may not be we can obtain that kind of hankering to hear deeply about the Krishna's topics. So that should be our price. We should develop the love, and we should develop to hear more and more about Krishna. That if someone can nurture that kind of mood in their life, in their heart, then maybe we can make progress in our spiritual life. We should try to hear more and more about Krishna related to topics of Krishna. But in the beginning, it may not be possible for us to develop that kind of taste. I can remember one time we all went, all the devotees, that time I was in Calcutta, preaching in Calcutta, and I went to all of us for Hyderabad Ratha Yatra. And in Hyderabad, in South India, That prasadam they serve, these are all kind of sour food. Imli rice means, and then sour rice and lemon rice. In the beginning, it's very hard to absorb what kind of food. We are not accustomed to eat all those kind of foods because we are here, Bengal, and we are not accustomed to. Suddenly they are serving us the all lemon rice, imli rice, curd, or jagrud rice, all kind of sour item. So we cannot even hardly possibly we can eat it in the beginning. That someone says that no, we just eat little bit, and you can develop the taste gradually, and we may like it after some time or after some days. So it's true actually. And while we just stay for the Rath Yatra for few days, and after 2-3 days we are trying to honor that prasadam, that sour item, whatever they offer to the Lord, and as a prasadam they serve to the devotees. And we just develop that taste, and gradually we liked it. We like that food, because the Krishna Katha is there in dormant stage. It's not growing or fructifying. It's gradually it may come to hear more about Krishna. The taste, that we can develop the taste gradually. The food the taste can develop 2-3 days, but Krishna Bhakti you will not develop within 2-3 days. It takes long time, because we have so many things, all those garbage in our heart. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Chetodarpanamarjana. We should cleanse our heart in the regular basis. We can cleanse our heart by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the regular basis, to hear about Krishna's glories in the regular basis. That's why Prabhupada is saying, Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya. Every day we should listen Bhagavat Katha. And one time I went in 1998 to Germany, and one of us devotee, he served us avocado. We have never seen avocado in my life, because those who live here, and that in the beginning the taste not much, that avocado is not taste so, palatable, not very relish, you can relish very, or like it. But Bhakti Pushpa Maharaj with us, and he's saying that no, eat it. And gradually, he's also saying the same thing, gradually you can develop the taste. And after eating, that avocado, honoring that prasadam, whatever they offer, and we liked it, avocado. So the Krishna devotion also, the Krishna's topics, or chanting the name of Krishna, the Maha Mantra, or the topics related to Krishna, glorifying Krishna's pastimes. In the beginning, it will be hard for us to that kind of taste. We may not release, but after some time, we can release it. Not sometime, maybe at the end of our life, maybe not in this lifetime, maybe in the next lifetime. But we should not be very anxious or very hesitant or very hopeless. No, we should continue or carry on our devotional service. At the same time, we can wait for the mercy of Krishna. And we should continue our service, whatever we are doing right now, under the guidance of Guru and Krishna or Vaishnavas. Then maybe Krishna will shower his causeless blessing unto us one day. So we are waiting for that, everybody. I think I should, I don't know, what is the time right now? I cannot see that that light is actually reflecting, that's why I could not see. 8:51. I think there's maybe 9-10 minutes left, so we can. Is there any comment or questions we can discuss? Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thanks for beautiful lecture. As you said, when we fully surrender, then Krishna take care of us and protect us. But sometimes we see like even in initial stage, like devotees experience that Krishna is taking care of them and protecting them. And because of that, faith and love develops, and then they surrender. So like how it is, like first he protects or take cares, and then this relation develops, and then we surrender, or like first we surrender, then he protects us or like take care.
In the whatever degree we may, in that right now, whatever degree we may surrender, accordingly Krishna will reciprocate. The day maybe 10% you surrender to Krishna, Krishna will reciprocate also accordingly. Then what should be our priority? We should surrender fast, or we don't have to think. Whatever you are in any situation, you may be, you are in a household life, you are in brahmachari life, you are in sannyasi order, renounced order, whatever, that doesn't matter. Jnana prayasa mudavasya namante eva jivanti sammukharitang bhavadiya vartam sthana sthita srutigatang tanubang manobhi jo prayasa ajita jita upasitrashta lokam. Brahmaji praying to Krishna. Jnana prayasa mudavasya namante eva jivanti sammukharitang bhavadiya vartam. Bhavadiya vartam. We should always hear the topics related to Krishna. Bhavadiya vartam. Sthana sthita, whatever position you are maybe household, you are now in household life, maybe you are brahmachari, somebody may be the renounced order life, maybe somebody brahmachari, banprastha, that doesn't matter. This is kind of 4 ashramas, 4 varnas. This is not, we should not think about, maybe he is very, very higher. Okay, any situation one may be, that doesn't matter. Sthana sthita, whatever place we are now situating, in a grihastha life, in our professional, whatever profession you are maybe in, that doesn't matter. You are engineer, doctor, or maybe worker, that doesn't matter. But we should, your body, mind, and by vacha or speech, we should try to propagate the message of Krishna, or render some kind of service to Krishna, whatever position you may be. Then, if Krishna is ajita, unconquerable, nobody can conquer Krishna, but he can be defeated, he can be conquered by the love of the devotee. If you, in any situation you might be, that doesn't matter. But at the same time, by your body, by your mind, tonu bang manobhi, tonu means body, mang means by your mind, manobhi, bang means by speech, bang, tonu. You always try to glorify, or by your body you can offer the obeisances to Krishna, like our dandavat pranam, we can, like Ambarish Maharaj, savai mana Krishna pada-āravinde bachangsi vaikuntha gunarnu varnane, everything, every limbs of his body, he just offered to Krishna. So then gradually it will come. We don't have to worry about it. But we must we are in so much hurry. How can I get, Krishna Bhakti? Now, right now I need that. No, it's not, it will not, function in that way. It's not kind of, like the material world, so much, we are in hurry, so many things we have to do in our life. So what should be our priority? What should be our priority? No. You just carry on. Because if you are in the lineage of our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, then it is guarantee that one day you will be able to reach that kind of situation or position. Or maybe this not this lifetime, nothing to worry. Next lifetime you can take birth in a devotee family. That is also saying in Bhagavad Gita. So, but we are very much tensed in that situation. You know, what should I do? What should our priority? And let me do. I am now becoming old and I have done so many things, have so many responsibilities. Still I am not, that this kind of situation I can surrender fully. We don't have to hesitate. If you are in the proper line, in a Gaudiya Vaishnava, in a Brahma Madhya Gaudiya Dhara, the disciple succession, and you have the bona fide spiritual master, and if you are serving under the guidance of a Vaishnava, those who are Uttam Adhikari Bhakta or something like that, or your Guru, or maybe your authority, whoever it may be, then one day you can maybe able to realize, yes.
But this anxiety, tension, or this lolium is not good.
What is that?
This tension, this anxiety, and this lolium is not good for us. It should be there for Krishna.
Tension for Krishna is good. For Krishna, yeah. We may be, lamentation is supposed to be there. Oh, I didn't get like Madhavendra Puripat. This is the last stage. Hey Mathuranath, hey Dayardanath. He is praying a prayer. He is praying, hey Mathuranath, the inhabitants of Mathura, Krishna, hey Dayardanath. He is the embodiment of all mercy. When I can get your darshan, that he was crying in his last stage. And Ishwar Puripat, he is also disciple. That one of his disciples, Ramchandra Puri. He is giving the advice to his Guru. Why you are Gurudev? You should Param Brahma. You should think about Brahma. Why you are crying? That Madhavendra was a nonsense. You could not even understand. You could not even imagine what my mood is like that. You just go away from me. Because sometimes the devotee, they even give knowledge to Guru also. Because Guru maybe he not be in that kind of position right now. I have to give some knowledge to Guru also. Because I am much more understandable than Guru. This is foolishness. These are all called Vaishnava Aparadhi. That's why that descendant of Ramchandra Puri is still there in our society. Those who criticize the Vaishnava. Because they are all descendants of Ramchandra Puri. They, somehow or other, they, criticize. Or maybe they could find fault to any kind of devotees. So this supposed to be not our mood. So that is very dangerous. Vaishnava uparadhana uthe hati mata. Chinde ba sukhi jaye tar pata. That's very nicely explained. If you commit any kind of offense to the Vaishnava, it's very, very dangerous. You may be, that bhakti lata can uproot it from our heart. It's very, very dangerous. So that's why we should respect to everyone. By our naked eyes, we may not be understand the devotee's position sometimes. Apparently, externally it looks, or maybe something else. But whatever in our mind, we may not be understand fully the devotee's things, the feelings, whatever everyone, each and every one of us actually unique, different. We cannot expect that everyone will be like me. No. Everyone has that kind of unique position, and they are trying to render service some kind of degree to Krishna. But we should not judge devotee, and we should not commit any kind of offenses to the devotee. So this kind of understanding on devotees should have in their life. Then only they can be safe. They are safe. Is that clear?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, past of time, shall I put a question or we'll stop it here? Shall I put you the question?
Yes, yes.
Because in the context of surrender, during the period of pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, in the mood of being the Lord's servant with utmost humility, taking a straw in the mouth.
Taking
the straw in its mouth. So what is its understanding, Prabhu?
straw in his mouth.
s-
Yeah, very, very meek and humble position. Straw, like Sanatana Goswami is offering, paying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he is keeping the straw in his mouth because very, very humble situation, humble position. Straw in his mouth means I am very much, humble. The showing or exhibiting the mood of very humble things. This is the straw in the mouth. In generally, we don't see that people, those who are offering prayers or surrendering or paying obeisances, keeping the straw in his mouth, is very, very meek and humble position. They want to, express that very, very humble situation, straw in the mouth. Like Sanatana Goswami, while he is praying to obeisances to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there's some books we can see that Sanatana Goswami actually, biting a straw in his mouth and paying means very meek and humble position. Then he's paying obeisances to. Means I am so, worst and lower condition, and you are so great. So that kind of mood is showing, they are exhibiting. Yes, Prabhuji.
I was hearing yesterday in some class of Vaisheshika Prabhu. He say like, before in Bengal, when somebody makes some mistake in public, he approach house by house with some stock in his teeth, and the people know like the people can chastise him, and he will not say nothing. Like house by house, like that means like I made something. If you want chastise me, I'm coming on to you. I depends of you. And this was the tradition, and for this reason, in these songs like Goranga Karuna Koro Amidina Hina Jane, they say like I approach to you with this stone in my teeth, in this mood like you know who I am, I make many things, and if you wanna punish me or if you wanna bless me, I am fully surrendered to you.
Yeah, like the Sikhashtanga last verse. Aslisya va padratang pinastu mam adarsanana marmahata karatungva jatha tatha va viddhat lampato mat prananathastu saivana. Whatever, you just push me or, embrace me and praise me in whatever way you can, but I am, yours. I am eternally yours. Then whatever it may be, that as the Sikhashtanga last verse, Aslisya va padratang pinastu mam. Maybe you adarsanan marmahatam karuduba. You can just disappear within my vision. And I feel very much sad. But whatever may be, it's you are the sovereign God, and you are the will of the Lord. Whatever you are very independent. I cannot accuse or blame, but still I just remain in your servant. Whatever you put me into any kind of troublesome situation. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.